Lions in the CFL so far this year. They've got BC backed up. 2nd and 12 at the Lion 5. Here comes the rush, and the pass is complete and will be close to a first down.
Nice tight throw there from Travis Lulay.
And Courtney Taylor comes up with the football.
Taylor came back an extra step, but had run his route deep enough that when he had to come back for the football, that he would come back and still have first down territory. Up the seam, put the brakes on, take that step back. In between Chip Cox, the defender on the outside, was Billy Parker. Textbook.
Been a consistent receiver for the Lions this year. 42nd catch, that good for 13, and the first down. Cross series, Nick Moore came out of the backfield, pass further upfield, and there's a catch for Taylor. So back-to-back grabs. He had 12 in the previous 2 weeks.
Travis Lulay split the games with the Hamilton Tiger Cats. This offense not as productive in the second game in the loss, and there were a lot of fans here in BC for the beginning of the season wondering when Travis Lulay was going to have a 300-yard game. Well, when you look at his last two, both over 300 yards passing, and yet only won one of them. So I think if you ask 14, he would say, well, give me the W, not the 300 yards.
Now Harris straight ahead, and he's up to the 35. 4 for Harris.
Andrew Harris, the ball carrier, straight ahead for 5.
But already mission accomplished for the BC offense to come out of the hole they were in, right around their own 5-yard line. I mean, to get that out of the hole so you can at least punt the ball away and give your defense a chance, that's a win.
Real emphasis on getting the ball back in Andrew Harris's hands and continuing to be multiple in their looks and attack. Back to a double tight end formation with Middleton and Lumbala. 2nd and 6. And there's Moore, brings it down, another first down. He'll get knocked out at the bench by Ed Geedy, and somebody along the bench got the worst of that.
Well, and this is another way to counter everyone on the line of scrimmage for the BC Lions. Slide protect, slide protect, slide protect. Everybody just moves a little bit to their left. Try and take the gaps, arm shoulder to shoulder, shoulder to shoulder. No penetration from the Montreal defense allows Lulay to get it out of there.
Now the hitch into the hands of Arsenault. Back inside, a lot of traffic there. And he'll get dropped after a gain of 5.
He nicked up a couple of games ago, and he's back to full health. And what I've seen here from the Lions that we haven't seen all season was Arsenault back more into the middle, more involved that way. They take their shots over the top with him. But that change motion can bring him closer to Travis Lulay.
Arsenault 5th in the league in receiving. Nick Moore is 6th, and Lay and Courtney Taylor have helped move the football up to the 50-yard line. 2nd and 5.
Take a shot right here.
Harris stays in the block. Moore across the middle has the catch with safety Mike Edom on his back.
Show you that look defensively for Montreal, because Travis Lulay and Jacques Chapelain will come back to this. There's no safety in the middle, and you got Arsenault on a one-on-one on Gainey here. Now, if I'm the BC Lions, I'm saying the next progression there is to hit 84 on a deep one. They don't do it on this play, but there's a lot of room in the middle of the field in that look.
8th play of the drive, first down at the Montreal 50. And Lulay, short pass, and it's Hedera, the youngster, with his 2nd catch in the Canadian Football League.
Big drive. Travis Lulay's got a drive going here, and it's from his accuracy throwing the football. He has been on the money in this drive. The first throw to Courtney Taylor through a small window. That got him out of the hole in their first first down in the drive, and they're in Montreal territory after being inside their 5-yard line.
Already 6 different receivers for Travis Lulay, which means that Marco Iannuzzi might be next. Now it's Arsenault again, and Manny Arsenault down to the 36-yard line. And a little slow to get up.
Yeah, he is. You used a lot more, but this time they're going to put Andrew Harris well outside. That's Andrew Harris out there as a wideout, and Manny Arsenault comes back in on the 4 receiver side. So multiple formations all of a sudden as he just comes in a little bit, pushes right back out to the flat. That's a route that usually Andrew Harris runs. Put Arsenault in there.
Alouettes haven't been able to get the sustained heat on Lule that Hamilton did last week. Here's the shot, looking for more, and he can't bring it in. 17's isolated. Billy Parker defending. And Nick Moore can't come up with the football.
You know, that was a deliberate throw. I mean, where Travis Lule threw this, he's hoping to throw more open and throw him away from Billy Parker. So lean him to the sideline, have him come back a little bit so that there's no way Parker can get involved. That's exactly where Lule wanted to put it, and hope his receiver could bend back. Just couldn't quite get there.
So McCallum comes on. A 43-yard attempt. 2 for 6 outside the 40 so far this year, but doesn't miss this. And it's an 8-point Lion lead. Wendy's Friday Night Football continues this week with the Eskimos taking on the Blue Bombers at Investors Group Field. Live coverage gets underway 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific here on TSN. We've talked a lot about the last meeting between these two teams. Just Nicewater was the starter. Tanner Marsh came in the second quarter and lit it up. Today, Troy Smith comes off the bench.
Ohio State out there.
Heisman Trophy winner, and the fly sweep to Arlen Bruce across the 40 up to the 43. Well, he's been around for about a month now, and teammates buzzing about the potential this guy shows. Strong arm, and we get our first look at Troy Smith.
You know, by the body language in English of Tanner Marsh on the sideline, looks like this was something that was planned, not necessarily performance-based, that Tanner Marsh would watch Troy Smith for a series or 2 possibly, and likely go back in.
That was the plan 3 weeks ago, but Marsh wouldn't let Nicewater back in. Once again, it's Arlen Bruce, and he dropped the football. Are they ruling it down? Corey Banks will take it to the end zone, but the officials are spotting it at the 42.
Banks gave a souvenir for the crowd anyway, but I think they're ruling this down. Let's take a look.
It's like they ripped it out. Can't advance it, but
yeah,
you can challenge it.
You can, and I'm not sure that Arlen Bruce touched the ground till after that ball was out. He was on the stomach of Anton McKenzie.
And Mike Benavides is challenging the play. Corey Banks had a good line yesterday about the urgency here, and he mentioned we need a win. A win keeps people happy, and it keeps the paychecks coming.
Yeah, trust Corey Banks to cut right to the chase.
But you could feel it in BC camp yesterday. The Lions feeling very under the gun to get back into the win column. And now
the ruling on the field was that forward progress was stopped by the player. That is not a reviewable play. Therefore, it's 3rd down. No timeout charge to BC or no penalty.
That's the only way that's not reviewable. That the play had stopped before any whistle. Now, we have seen this happen before where if the forward progress of the runner is stopped, and clearly it was by Arlen Bruce, and even if there's not a whistle, it's marked there.
3rd and 2, and they'll punt it away. 4 2-and-outs in 5 possessions for the Alouettes so far in the game. And Tim Brown with another interesting return up to the 34. There is a flag down. Bear Woods in on the tackle. our sack tally.
Making that interesting, the top of that chart.
And the folks down east, we note that the next Tackle Hunger Day is in Moncton next week. Here's the pitch. Andrew Harris following Big Ben Archibald, who was on the move.
Clearly, the Lions have made some adjustments based on what happened last week with Travis Lulay against the Hamilton Tiger Cats. And I talked earlier about the amount of abuse he took. I mean, some big hits. Split his thumb open, had an issue in the nail of his passing hand. It was bleeding for most of the second half and in the fourth quarter. Trying to contain that, continue to play. Of course, they lost that game.
Mike Benavides said 9 hits was too many. Now Thomas DeMarco comes in with the short yardage team. But Lulay said it was maybe the most punishing game he's played in the CFL. DeMarco still at the controls of short yardage, even with Buck Pierce. That might change in the Lions scheme of things later in the season, but for now, DeMarco retains that spot. And as you mentioned, there'll be a battle for number 2 now.
Yeah, and you know, that was a win-win trade for both teams. The Winnipeg Blue Bombers get Akeem Foster in that deal, and Akeem Foster, a good young Canadian prospect, didn't crack the starting lineup this year with the Lions, so it worked out for them. They may have lost him in the Ottawa expansion draft if he was still here in BC anyway, and they get a leader in Buck Pierce, you know, to sort of finish out his career here in BC, and he's very comfortable here, knows the city well also. So I think that was a win-win trade for both teams. But that's insurance, and especially on the heels, Chris, as you mentioned, of the Hamilton.
Let's go!
The hits that Travis Lulay took in the Hamilton game, that get a little insurance and a veteran quarterback on your roster is important. It moves Jarius Jackson, by the way, up into the spotter's booth to have that expertise on the bench for Buck Pierce. Jarius Jackson all year long has been on the sideline.
So you still got a veteran quarterback in the year of Lulay on the sidelines, but another vet gets a different look, and they'll watch as the jumbo team stays on. 3rd down and inches as the big boys hunker down.
53-58.
Marco plunges. Anwar Stewart in the middle of that's not much of a surge, but they didn't need much to move the chains.
But you know that Mike Benavides taking both downs to get the first down and only needed a couple of inches and only getting a few inches. How much does that sit in the back of his mind as this game goes on in a possible short yardage situation in the second half? How well defensively Montreal played those 2 short yardage plays.
Mentioned how tough this Alouette defense has been this year, leading the league in forcing 2 and outs coming into this game. Lulay looked one way. Flag down. Harris and Gerald Brown was on the scene in a hurry.
Well, that play took too long to develop. I know John Bowman got in the backfield, kind of flushed Travis Lulay deep. And when he got that deep, the timing was off on the play, and Gerald Brown closed quickly. I think 39 enjoyed that tackle.
Holding against the Lions, the options given to the Alouettes.
Holding, BC number 54. That penalty's declined. 2nd down.
Dean Valley. You know, we had the feature on the graybeards in the secondary for the BC Lions. Well, they don't have quite the experience, but Gerald Brown and Billy Parker have been back there for quite some time, haven't they?
Absolutely.
Stalwart
all-star
DBs.
halfbacks, yeah.
2nd and almost a full 10. Lulay's pass, and a battle won by Sean Gord.
Well, he really had to fight off one of those halfbacks you just talked about, Gerald Brown. That's earning your money right there. You're talking Corey Banks saying about getting that paycheck. Sometimes you just have to win your one-on-one, and Sean Gore won the one-on-one, and Gerald Brown can't cover it any better. Alouette trusts him, puts it out there, and 85 wins that battle.
The other great bird in the secondary, Billy Parker, was in on the blitz. Little handoff inside, and Harris brought down by Bouillette in a matchup of two of the best Canadian players in the CFL, and Bouillette shaken up. Marc-Olivier Bouillette taking the spot of the injured Kyrus Hebert, and you can see he's been cut. And what a position that has been for the Alouettes. Between the two of them, they have combined for 12 sacks. That position amongst the league leaders in the sack department. Bouillette getting some attention, and we will step aside with under 4.5 minutes left, first half in BC. Watch your favorite heroes save the world in Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. New series Tuesday, September 24th on CTV.
Looks like the Alouettes will go with Bear Woods out there, replacing Marc-Olivier Brouillette. And you mentioned he's replacing Kyrus Hebert. One thing we know about Brouillette after the last few games, he can be and should be a starter, a regular starter.
Play at safety is excelled at the Sam linebacker spot, strong side linebacker. Here's Lulay, he's got Courtney Taylor, the catch is made. Taylor behind Chip Cox, still going, and Bear Woods has to bring him down at the 15. Well, a matchup of Courtney Taylor against one of the top defensive players in the league, and Lulay and Taylor make a big play.
Outstanding route running. Courtney Taylor is going to make that nice move to freeze Chip Cox when he comes out of the break to get to that corner route. Now, Bear Woods was playing safety at the time, rolled from the linebacker all the way back to the middle. Now does Courtney Taylor step out here?
Does a little tightrope, might get a different look here. And it looks like
stayed
he
inside.
stayed in.
Yep.
No challenge, 58-yard play. And a first down BC at the Owls 14. Here comes pressure. Lulay gets it away. Jump ball! Touchdown! Sean Gore comes up with it. And the Lions have their first major.
Got a lot of questions this week on local radio here in Vancouver as to how Lulay can try and counteract this pressure. Watch him retreat here. Retreat, 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 retreat. Let it up. Just throw it underneath. Put some air under it and let your receiver go get it over the middle where there's no safety. And that's exactly, it reminds me a little of the Doug Flutie days a long time ago. Flutie was a master at doing that. You back away, just retreat a little bit and toss it up. Let your receiver go get it.
6th touchdown of the year for Sean Gore. Half of them have come against Montreal as the Lions expand their lead. Coming up, GMC live at the half. Dave Randorf and the boys will have coin toss, and they'll talk about how Travis Lulay and the Lions have been beating that Alouette blitz. They did for the first touchdown of the game.
It'll be interesting because there's a few ways that they're doing it. Change in the protection up front. Lulay and just the way he's dropping. Quick game.
Tyron Carrier. Josh Bell down there to slow him up, and MJ Shell and company finish him off.
Comes down to a math equation, really, when you think about that touchdown there from Sean Gore and what Montreal likes to do with it. I'll show you quickly how that math equation works. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on the line of scrimmage. That means that the opening is in the middle. They have to take 1 out of the secondary to have 8 on the line. So who goes to the middle? Well, get somebody right into the middle where there's no safety. Throw it up, retreat. You know there's a man on block. That's okay as long as you're retreating. You throw it up, middle wide open. Touchdown.